She will come back. Not because you begged, not because you chased, not because you proved anything with words. She will come back because something inside her refuses to let go of the version of you that stopped trying to hold on. Most men misunderstand this part. They think love is about effort, consistency, availability, and reassurance, but attraction doesn't grow where desperation lies. Attraction grows where strength, restraint, and self-respect quietly exist. When she walked away, something shifted inside you. At first, it felt like panic. Your chest tightened, your thoughts raced. You replayed conversations, searched for mistakes, and wondered what you could say or do to bring her back faster. That reaction is human, but if you act from that place, you lose the very thing that made her feel something for you in the first place. Women don't return to men who collapse after loss. They return to men who remain grounded in silence. The moment you stop chasing, her mind begins chasing you, because absence creates contrast, and contrast creates curiosity. When you disappear emotionally, not dramatically, not with anger or coldness, but with calm self-control, her nervous system notices the change. She expected messages. She expected questions. She expected emotional pressure. Instead, she feels space, and that space becomes loud. Female psychology is deeply tied to emotional safety and emotional challenge at the same time. Too much safety feels boring. Too much challenge feels unsafe. When you beg, explain, or over-communicate, you remove the challenge. When you vanish with dignity, you create it again. Here's the truth most men don't want to hear. She didn't leave because you weren't enough. She left because the dynamic shifted. Attraction is not static. It responds to behavior. When you started giving more, then she was investing. When you became predictable, when your emotional world revolved around her reactions, something subtle broke. She didn't wake up one day and decide to leave. Her feelings faded gradually as your self-focus faded. So what do you do now? You do less, but you do it better. You stop explaining yourself. You stop trying to convince her of your value. You stop watching her social media. Stop reacting emotionally. Stop letting her feel like she still controls your internal state. Not because you're playing games, but because you're reclaiming your center. Women are drawn to men who have gravity. Gravity isn't loud. Gravity doesn't chase objects. Objects fall into it. When you rebuild your life around purpose, discipline, and inner stability, something shifts energetically. Even if she never hears from you, she feels it. Silence, when done correctly, is not punishment, it's confidence. While you're quiet, her mind starts filling in gaps. She wonders why you're not reacting the way she expected. She replays memories. She remembers how you made her feel when you were emotionally grounded. The brain is wired to revisit unfinished emotional loops. When you don't seek closure, you become the loop. But here's where most men ruin it. They break the silence too early. One lonely night, one emotional moment, one message that says too much. That single action tells her everything she needs to know you're still waiting. And waiting men are safe, but they are not magnetic. If she reaches out, you respond calmly. Not cold, not excited, neutral, warm, and brief. You don't bring up the past. You don't ask where she's been. You don't ask why she left. You let her feel the emotional difference in you. That difference is what draws her back. Women don't come back because of logic. They come back because of emotional contrast. Because the man they left is not the man. They meet again. While you're rebuilding, something else happens. Your energy changes. Your posture changes. Your voice steadies. Your reactions slow down. You stop needing validation. And the moment you no longer need her to return, that's often when she does, because detachment is power. She senses it when you're no longer emotionally available on demand. She senses that you're no longer trying to win her, that you're not afraid of losing her. And fearlessness, especially emotional fearlessness, is deeply attractive. Let this sink in. The goal is not to get her back. The goal is to become the man she cannot stay away from. If she comes back while you're still needy, the cycle repeats. If she comes back while you're stronger, the dynamic resets. Now she invests. Now she feels uncertainty. Now she values your presence because it's not guaranteed. You don't punish her. You don't lecture her. You don't bring up how much she hurt you. You let your growth speak. Calm men don't explain themselves. They let others adjust. And sometimes she comes back testing you. Small messages, nostalgic memories, late night curiosity. This is where discipline matters. You don't overengage. You don't emotionally dump. You match her energy, not exceed it. If she truly wants back in, she will make it clear. Women are indirect until they are certain. Give her space to feel the loss of you without pressure. Pressure kills attraction. Freedom revives it. And here's the part most people ignore. Even if she never comes back, you still win. Because the version of you that emerges from restraint, self-respect, and emotional mastery is a man who never chases again. A man who chooses, not pleads. A man who is calm in uncertainty. A man women feel drawn to without understanding why. That's real power. So don't rush the process. Don't try to control the outcome. Focus on your body, your work, your discipline, your purpose. Let silence do the work words never could. Because when she finally looks back and realizes the man she left didn't fall apart, didn't beg, didn't chase, but quietly leveled up, that's when she feels it. And when she reaches out asking how you've been, wondering why you feel different, sensing something she can't name, that's when you'll understand the truth. She didn't come back because you waited. She came back because you walked away first. And if you stay steady now, the next move won't be hers. It will be yours. And as time passes, something even more important begins to happen inside you. The emotional noise fades. The constant urge to check your phone weakens. The imagined conversations in your head slow down. This is where real transformation starts. Not when she texts you, not when she shows signs, but when your nervous system stops depending on her presence to feel stable. Most men don't realize this, but women feel emotional dependence before they see it. They sense when a man's mood rises and falls based on their attention. At first, it feels flattering, then it feels heavy, and eventually it feels suffocating. When you reclaim your emotional independence, you remove that weight, and suddenly being around you feels light again. That's why the man who truly understands female psychology never rushes reconciliation. He lets the emotional gap widen just enough for her to feel the absence. Not the absence of texts, but the absence of his emotional energy. That's what she misses. Not the words, not the promises, the way she felt around you when you weren't trying so hard. And here's something subtle but powerful. When you stop reacting, she starts projecting. She imagines you moving on. She wonders if someone else now sees the calm, grounded version of you. Her mind creates scenarios without evidence. That uncertainty creates emotional tension, and emotional tension is the doorway to renewed attraction. This is why chasing never works. Chasing answers her questions too quickly. Silence forces her to ask better ones. If she returns with confusion, mixed signals, or half commitment, your response matters more than ever. You don't punish her with coldness, but you don't reward uncertainty with full access either. You stay centered. You let her meet you where you are, not where she left you. The moment she feels that she has to earn emotional closeness again, something flips. She becomes more attentive, more invested, more present. Not because you demanded it, but because you no longer offered yourself freely without reciprocity. This is where many men panic. They worry that holding back will push her away. But the truth is, women don't pull away from strength. They lean into it. They test it, yes, but they respect it. Strength in this context is emotional self-regulation. It's the ability to feel without leaking emotion everywhere, to care without clinging, to be open without being desperate. That balance is rare, and rarity creates value. As you continue focusing on your life, your mission, your discipline, something else happens. Your standards rise. You start noticing what you tolerated before. You realize how much energy you gave without boundaries. And whether she comes back or not, you no longer offer yourself at the same price. That's when reconciliation, if it happens, becomes different. It's not a rescue mission. It's not a restart of the old dynamic. It's two people meeting again with new emotional terms. And if she senses that you're willing to walk away again if respect fades, she behaves differently. She communicates more clearly. She invests more consistently. Because deep down, women are not afraid of losing love. They're afraid of losing a man who knows his worth. And sometimes the most powerful moment is when she comes back expecting the old version of you, only to find someone calmer, slower, more selective with his attention, someone who listens without reacting, someone who without explaining, someone who doesn't rush to define the relationship again. That's when she realizes the loss was real, not dramatic, not loud, but permanent. And that realization creates either commitment or distance. Both are wins because ambiguity no longer controls you. If she chooses commitment, it's because she feels emotionally safe and emotionally challenged at the same time. If she chooses distance, it's because she knows she can no longer access you without intention. Either way, you're no longer waiting. You've stepped into a different role now. The man who observes instead of reacts. The man who chooses silence over emotional overflow. The man who understands that attraction is not built through words, but through presence. And here's the final truth you need to understand. The reason she can't stay away isn't because of a technique. It's because of who you become when you stop trying to control the outcome. Women return to men who move forward without them. So don't count days, don't measure silence, don't hope, just build, just grow, just stabilize, because the moment she feels that you are no longer emotionally available by default, but only by choice, that's when she stops drifting. That's when she looks back, and that's when you realize the power was never in getting her back. The power was in becoming the man she never should have left. And once you reach that point, the next chapter doesn't depend on her decision anymore. It depends on whether you allow her back into the life you rebuilt without her. As days turn into weeks, something even more subtle begins to shift in her perception. The emotional memory of you starts changing shape. The version of you she left behind begins to fade, and in its place, her mind starts constructing a new image, one she doesn't fully understand yet. This imagined version of you feels calmer, more distant, more self-contained, and what the mind cannot fully understand, it tries to reconnect with. This is where emotional gravity quietly forms. You see, women don't miss men who are constantly available. They miss men who made them feel something unique. When you stop reaching, when you stop explaining yourself, when you stop asking for reassurance, that emotional uniqueness returns. You become unpredictable again, not chaotic, not confusing, but emotionally unavailable in a way that signals strength rather than rejection. And that distinction matters because rejection triggers defense. Strength triggers curiosity. She may begin to test the waters, a casual message, a reaction to an old memory, a subtle excuse to check in. This is not coincidence. This is her subconscious trying to measure whether your emotional center still revolves around her. And how you respond in these moments determines everything. If you respond with urgency, you confirm what she assumed. If you respond with calm presence, you introduce uncertainty. And uncertainty is where attraction rebuilds itself. You're not ignoring her to manipulate her. You're allowing her to experience the emotional consequences of her decision. For the first time, she feels what it's like not to have immediate access to your attention, your validation, your emotional availability. And that absence forces reflection. Reflection leads to comparison. She compares you to other men, to conversations that feel flat, to attention that feels eager but empty. And slowly she realizes something uncomfortable. What she had with you felt different because you were different, but only if you stay disciplined now. Most men fail at this stage because they confuse kindness with emotional exposure. They start sharing too much too soon. They reopen wounds that never fully healed. They seek reassurance disguised as honesty. And the moment they do, the emotional tension dissolves. Women don't fall back into attraction through explanations. They fall through emotional experience. That's why your energy matters more than your words. words, calm, measured, present, not trying to impress, not trying to win, just grounded in who you are becoming. As your life fills with structure again, your routines, your goals, your physical discipline, you stop romanticizing the past. You see it clearly. You recognize where you lost yourself, where you overinvested, where you abandoned your frame to keep the connection alive. And this awareness changes how you move. If she comes back fully, you don't rush to lock it down. You let consistency reveal intention. You observe rather than assume. You allow trust to rebuild slowly. And that pace alone communicates power, because men who rush are afraid of loss. Men who are patient are prepared for any outcome. This emotional patience does something profound. It flips the dynamic. Now she's the one wondering where she stands. Now she's the one feeling the need to show effort. Now she's the one adjusting her behavior to maintain access to you, not because you demanded it, because your presence is no longer guaranteed. And even if she doesn't come back the way you expected, even if the connection ends quietly, you still walk away with something far more valuable than closure. You walk away with emotional mastery, the ability to remain steady in uncertainty, the confidence to know that your worth does not depend on being chosen. That's when you stop fearing abandonment. And men who don't fear abandonment are magnetic. They don't grasp, they don't chase, they don't overextend. They allow life and people to meet them where they stand. This is why silence, discipline, and self-respect are so powerful. Not because they force someone back, but because they strip away neediness and reveal strength. And strength is always attractive. Eventually, whether it's her or someone new, a woman will feel that grounded presence in you. She'll notice how you listen without reacting, how you move without rushing, how you speak without over-explaining. And she won't be able to articulate why it feels different, only that it does. That's the man women don't walk away from twice. So don't look for signs. Don't wait for messages. Don't measure progress through her behavior. Measure it through your own emotional control, through how little her absence shakes you now, through how much clarity you've gained. Because the moment you no longer need her return to feel complete, that's the moment her return becomes possible. And if she comes back then, it won't be because you waited. It will be because you changed. And if she doesn't, you'll realize something even more powerful. You were never meant to chase what was supposed to stay. And the man you became in the silence is the man who decides what happens next.